Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I posted, but today we're back. We are here to discuss a couple of things. We will discuss the book Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks. Also dive into how I used that specific those teachings from that book to apply it to my current life, and it will kind of explain how I got to where I'm at right now and how that book was specifically what I used to do that. So in the beginning of Ask and It Is Given, Esther Hicks describes what the law of attraction is and being able to trust it. You have to be able to trust the process, as they say, and trust what you are asking the universe. If you do not understand the law of attraction, and if you do understand it and you don't trust it, then it will not work for you. So they dive into basically the concept of co-creating with God, which I know, like, as a Christian, you're not supposed to believe that you can create just as much as you can with God. But if you also read the Bible, it'll also let you know that God needs you to help him or her. God needs you to help just as much as God is helping you, right? So if you are asking God for a new job, but you're just sitting at home and you're not doing anything, or if you're asking God for a significant other and you're not going out to look for that significant other or to put yourself in situations to where that person can come meet you, then you're not really helping God, right? Like, you're just asking, but you're not willing to put in the work. So it kind of goes hand in hand. The law of attraction, the way it's described in Ask and It Is Given, is basically there's source. Source is the universe. Source is what's out there. Everything in our vibrational being is source. And you have the opportunity to go directly to source and become source to obtain exactly what it is that you're looking for. So that's what the process of believing law of attraction and trusting it means. You cannot be a physician and you don't trust that cells make cells and divide cells, cells multiply. You have to be able to believe in what you are applying and what you're teaching in order to even accept it into your life. So that's the number one thing that they specifically dive into, is trusting the law of attraction, describing what the law of attraction is, and being able to actually connect and be in tune with the law of attraction. Because if you cannot connect and be in tune with the law of attraction, what happens is when you're trying to manifest or when you're trying to use it to work for you, it actually works against you. And that's what we don't want. That's the purpose of these videos that I'm posting to talk to you guys about, is you don't want the law of attraction to work against you. You want it to work with you, because whether you're applying it or not, it's in constant motion of working. That's why with me personally, if I have a set goal and I know, like, I never try to put in my head like, oh, I can't, oh, this might happen or this is that. I won't let other thoughts in the back of my mind take over, or I won't even allow them to enter. You can't even allow them to enter the back of your mind. They need to be left alone somewhere on the other side of the world. What happens at that moment is whenever those little small thoughts are in the back of your head lingering, they turn into what we call a cloud of negative thoughts that will oversee those patterns of the positive thoughts that you're trying to exert. But you're not going to be able to exert those positive thoughts specifically because you keep thinking of something negative that will happen, which most likely will happen with The second most important thing that Ask and It Is Given dives into is trusting your emotions. You must be able to trust your emotions. So what that means is, if you're happy, trust that you're happy at that very moment. Don't doubt it. Don't say, oh, I'm happy now, it's too good to be true. Something's about to happen. I know it. There are people like that are like, they don't understand why things are going the right way. Things are going the right way because that's what you're attracting. So I really want you guys to get in the habit of trusting your emotions. If you're angry, if you're mad at somebody, if someone has made you feel hurt, if you're oppressed, if you're depressed, if you're stressed, if you're in any form of shape or way, feeling something that is the total opposite of content, then you must trust that emotion. You must believe that that emotion is there for a reason, and you must eliminate that negative emotion. So if you're depressed or if you're in a bad sense of mood, you need to figure out why you're in that mood and you need to get rid of it. Trusting your emotion is being able to realize that right now is all you have. We get depressed and when we start thinking about the past mistakes that we've made, thinking about the future because we're worried like, oh my God, I want to be able to do this, I want to do that, but I don't have this, I don't have that. That's when anxiety starts to take over and depression starts to come, right? In order for you to completely eliminate these negative thoughts is you have to be happy for right now. Wake up. It's a beautiful day. You know, it's sunny all over the world. As my best friend just told me today, she's in Chicago. She's like, it's sunny all over the world today. I feel it. So appreciate that. Appreciate what you have right now. Forget about the past. Forget about tomorrow. You might not even see tomorrow. So why are you even worried about it? You understand what I'm saying? Live for right now. Forget about everything that causes you anxiety or stress. There's a trigger. I'm right now I'm reading The Power of Habit, and I'm like on the first 2 chapters. So learn to trust your emotion. You know, learn to accept what you have now. You cannot, if something happens, you cannot change it. So you can only make what happens happen. What that means is, if you're happy right now, you need to live for right now. That's it. You bring excitement to you. Don't let your brain trigger you to doing things that are not causing happiness. And that only happens because of the negative thoughts in the back of your head. So if those negative thoughts in the back of your head are eliminated, then your brain has nothing better to do but to stay in this constant state of being content. And once you're content with everything you have today, everything you have now, what you're asking the universe to give you will start meshing together. It'll start to make a lot of sense. So trusting your emotion is a very, very, very important aspect of Ask and It Is Given. One of the very last topics that the book dives into is understanding that you are a human being that was created to desire and fulfill. If there's a desire, you are created to fulfill that desire. And the first and the most important and the essential key to manifestation is whatever you're manifesting, you have to act like you already have it. So if you're manifesting a brand new car, if you're manifesting a BMW or an Audi or a Tesla, literally, this might sound really crazy to you, but you have to act like you already have it, right? So what you do is basically like you have a 1995 Honda Civic, but it's trash inside. It's dirty inside. You never give it an oil change. You never washed a car. You're not going to get that Audi or that Tesla or that BMW if that 95 Honda Civic is not brand new, right? So clean that car. Give it an oil change. Give it a tune-up. Make it look fancy. Make it look new. Take care of what you have now. Take care of that 1995 Honda Civic. Drive it like it is an Audi, because in your head, that's an Audi. That's a Tesla. That's a $50,000. That's a $50,000 car in your head. I don't care what reality is showing you. We don't see law of attraction. We don't care about reality. That's not our world. We don't care about it, because reality is there, but you create your own reality. So it can change any given moment. So if you take care of that 1995 Honda Civic like it's a 2020 Mercedes-Benz or a BMW, and if you drive, while you're driving, if you envision yourself driving in that BMW, not in the Honda, because when you're driving down the street to go to Walmart, that's not a Honda you're driving. In your head, that's an Audi. That's the car that you've been dreaming of your entire life. And guess what? The universe is going to move mountains to bring that car to you. So appreciate what you have now. You live in a smaller apartment, but your apartment, you're not taking care of it. It looks like trash. Take care of the apartment. Fix it up. Make it look nice. Act like that apartment is a 50-bedroom mansion. Treat it like it's a mansion. See, when we get big, new, fancy things, we tend to treat them with extra care, and we tend to give them a little extra love and attention. However, if you take that small little thing you have and you give it the same exact attention, you will attract that bigger thing. My dad would always say, when we're like, oh, we like this car, we like that car. He'll be like, all cars are good cars if you just take care of them. If you just take care of what you have now, then you'll get the more things that you do want. If you can't manage $1,000, God is not going to give you 10,000. The universe is not going to give you 10,000. If you can't manage $100, you will not be able to get $1,000. See, when it comes to money, when it comes to attracting more money and understanding the desire and the will to fulfill, if you cannot handle the little money that you do have, or the little apartments you have, or the older cars you have, or the older clothes you have, or the trashy boyfriend or girlfriend you may have, if you can't really maintain and manage and take care of that as if it's already what you want, you will not get it. You will not get what you're manifesting. It just doesn't work that way. Law of attraction just doesn't work that way. If appreciating what you have now doesn't only mean, oh, I woke up today. Thank you for waking me up. It's such a nice day. No. It's more to it than that. It's saying, man, I only have $25 in my bank account, but that's $5 more than what I had, the other day. So it's about like appreciating every little thing that you have. Okay, my apartment doesn't look the way I want it to look. So what can I do that will align with what I'm looking for to make it how I want it, right? My car doesn't look the way I want it to look. It's not the car that I want. It's not the car that I desire to drive all the time. Well, why don't we fix it up? Why don't we make it look like that? You understand what I'm saying? So it's appreciating everything you have, not just waking up, not just appreciating the life or being able to breathe. It's appreciating literally everything you have. When you open your fridge, the food you have in there. Oh, I want to eat a steak for dinner, but I only have, a salad in here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and make that salad and add something else on top and make it look just as good as that steak dinner that you wanted. It's about making your current reality the exact reality you're asking the universe to give you. So if I am taking care of what I have now, and if I'm acting like I already have it, I already got it, the universe is going to give it to me. Why? I'm attracting what I want. Like attracts like. And that's very important that you guys pay attention to that, because you will not be able to attract what you want if you are not currently in the state of being of having what you want. Period. It's what it is. And Ask and It Is Given is one of my favorite books because it breaks it down. It tells you what you should do and what you should not do in order to change your mind frame so you can obtain all of your desires, so you can fulfill what it is that you want. The way that I was able to apply Ask and It Is Given, and the reason why I wanted to wait until now to provide this video to you guys, is because there are two specific things that Ask and It Is Given talks about, is being very specific on what it is that you want. Not being afraid of asking and fulfilling that desire like we just talked about, like you just read in all of the little screenshots of summarizing the book. So to make it a little bit more layman, what it is you have to be specific on what it is that you want, and you have to attract it. So for instance, I'll give you an example with myself. Before I moved to California, there were three specific numbers that I had written down. These numbers were, the first number was, I was like, I need an extra X amount of money so that I can do a little extra things that I want to do. An extra amount of money. It's an X amount of money that I asked for. Second is the amount of rent I wanted to pay. The exact number. I wrote it down. And third, if I was to get a job, another job in my career in California, it would be the exact salary that I'm looking for, right? So let's start with the first number, with the money that I wanted. I had asked the universe, I was like, I need an X amount of money additional to what I have so that I can move the way that I want to move. And I need that money in 30 days. This is a lot of money. I need that money in 30 days. I kid you not. I wrote it down. I wrote down the specific number that I wanted. I wrote it down. And I can't believe it because even saying it doesn't sound real, but it really happened. I wrote it down. Within 2.5 weeks, I had a check written to me for that amount of money. I was like, wow, hold on. I was like, hold on. This is too good to be true. Hold on, right? So then, moving on to number 2, right? Because I like to test the law of attraction. I think it's fun. I love to test it. I love to throw little things out there that I want, and when I get it, I'm like, wow, it's just that easy. It just happened, right? It's like magic. It's really like magic. So the second thing that I wanted was the amount of rent I wanted to pay realistically for a studio in a very fair neighborhood. Once I moved, I was able to like scope out the different areas in Oakland. I kid you not, I actually paid $40 less than what I had in my mind, but the amount of rent that I pay in the city of Oakland. Yeah, so I moved here with this set amount in my head of what I wanted to pay for rent, kind of like which neighborhood I wanted to live in. I had an idea of how I wanted my apartment to be laid out, of everything that I envisioned in my head, including to the amount of rent that I want to pay. It happened. I moved in December. I had it by January 1st. It happened. I mean, I was like, wow. Wow, now that's 2 things, right? 3 times the charm. This is just in the first 6 months, by the way. Law of attraction. This is very, very, very common in my life, by the way. I ask and I get. I don't even understand how people don't let it apply, don't use it, because this always happens. But I just want to tell you how it's happened dramatically in the past 4 to 5 months, I would say. So then I move here and I work from home. I'm a revenue cycle specialist. Well, I was a specialist, now I'm a manager. And I was working from home and I was like, I'm kind of bored. I wanna get another job. But I had in my head before I even moved to California, when I do get another job, there's an X amount of money that I would be comfortable with making, right? So I had my comfortable salary, then I had my, I could live with this salary, right? I had my I could live with salary and my comfortable salary. So in the past 3 to 4 weeks, this entire month, hence why I've been gone, I had 2 very important, specific interviews with 2 of America's top-notch healthcare organizations, right? And one of the companies I interviewed with offered me okay, I can live with this salary. Like, I can live with this, right? And I was like, interesting. And after they offered me that, the other company called me for an interview that following Friday. And I was like, whoa. I was like, they are a huge one. I was like, I can't believe they even want to talk to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. The field I'm in, healthcare, it's insane. There's so much politics. I mean, you even see it during your presidential debates. I mean, healthcare is the #1 business in America, and they're very, very, they're picky on who they want to employ most of the time when it comes to their business side. So, basically, long story short, they interviewed me, and the following Wednesday, they offered me the position. And they were offering me the salary that I was like literally the exact number that I was like, I would be comfortable with this. Now the universe said, you choose. The universe told me to choose on which position I wanted to take. Like, which position do I want to uphold with each company. Which salary do I want? Do I want the, I'm comfortable with this, or do I could live with this, or I'll be comfortable here, right? So I was in awe. Of course, I took the one that I was like, I'm comfortable here. But still, like, that right there, the amount that they even wrote on that offer letter, that was the number I've always had in my head for coming here, or for anything that would make me feel like, okay, this is good for 30. This is good for 30, you know? And that right there is why I have had the most amazing February of my life. Shout out to Black History Month, okay? Shout out to affirmative action. So I just want to tell you guys that you can ask and it is given. However, when you ask, you have to already be in that state of mind that you deserve what you're asking for. Like, I know when I ask the universe, I know I deserve that. And I know, like, even if I don't have it, like, I know that I'm gonna get it. Like, it's without a doubt. And with that exact mind frame is how I envision life all the time. When I walk into places, because I walk in with this mentality of, I know what I want, I'm going to get it, and no one will stand in my way. And that's exactly the mentality you must have when it comes to the law of attraction. So I hope you do go and you buy Ask and It Is Given. It teaches you how to co-create, teaches you how to alter your mind frame, trust the law of attraction, ask for what you are already in vibrational alignment with right now. And that's when you're gonna get it. If you're asking for $1 million, you better already feel like you're $1 million. You better start imagining your bank account with $1 million in it. If you're asking for a significant other, a husband, a wife, or whatever you're asking for, make sure that you are replicating that exact person. So you know what you want. You know how you want that person to be. Are you like that? Are you going to replicate and be how you want that person to be? Because if you cannot offer what you are asking, or if you cannot believe in yourself to a point where you know what you're asking for is how you are, and you know that you deserve it, you will not be able to get it. It's impossible. It's impossible. So I want to leave you guys with that thought. Thanks for watching. Tune in again next week, so we will discuss different topics of law of attraction. If you like what you saw today, thumbs up the video and make sure that you subscribe and share and comment. All right, thanks. Bye.